Hello survivors, and welcome to another silly Saturday. As you can see in front of us, we have 6 shadow grasps. They are really funny to play with when you have a lot of area of effect. So we've actually only got 80% area of effect, but it is more than enough to show you exactly why this is very fun. Now, the one thing about it is as soon as you go into cycle 2 of either Endless or Overlord, the effect no longer happens because enemies' body mass also increases during the Overlord and Endless cycles. So up to cycle 1 is where you get the effect where they get sucked into you, but after that you just kill everything anyway, so you don't really see that effect. But as we did in the beginning, there is a photosensitive warning, so just a disclaimer out there: if you have epilepsy or you're sensitive to light, please stop watching or wait for a little bit. I will put timers or chapters down for you so that you can just skip ahead and go to the part where I carry on the run without the graphics. So let's get straight into it. Again, if you are photosensitive, just skip now. Anyway, let's go. Alright, so here we are, and yeah, we don't need more than about 60% area of effect, as you can see. But well, 80%, as you can see, it just drags absolutely everything into you. You don't even need to move, and it's just really funny. Now, we did actually try this a couple of times. I was going to do like a 6 contagion build. Contagion, for some reason, very difficult to get if you got swing mastery. I did want to get contagion with scent of blood just to see how crazy it could pop off if you had 5 of them in a scent of blood with brutal strike. Unfortunately, I found scent of blood and then a whole bunch of shadow grasps, and then I was like, hang on, this actually makes for a good video. But anyway, let's just turn down the graphics over there and then we can continue. So I decided, you know what, let's go and we'll do the shadow grasp and go from there and see how it goes. So everything we're looking for is practically just expansion, cast frequency, and then obviously the area of effects and multicast. We don't really need any of these things, but we're not really getting anything else. We do have a 75% crit. We did pick up an exposed weakness as well, and we do have the impending doom as well, so we are critting quite a lot with our damage numbers as well, so that's really good for that. But otherwise, we don't really need anything. It is on a 0 curse run, but like I mentioned before, as you can see, enemies' body mass is on plus 500. When you go to cycle 2, it does become 1,000 or more, and then enemies just don't get sucked into you like they do now. So it is pretty funny. You can do this with 1 and it will still suck enemies into them, but you don't get that like complete vacuum feel like you do right now. So this build is very much max XP range and max enemy vacuum range, which is pretty cool, I think, at least. Alright, so there's more vacuum, more AoE damage, and just go for the crit, I guess. The more AoE, the better. We can then just, get things to come in from even further away from us. And then we went for Overlord cycle instead of Endless because, well, it's just more Soulstones, and it's just a lot easier to kill and get the bosses. Alright, let's go for armor. We don't really need, although it is a legendary, getting it again doesn't really help us, so we go for the damage. Go over there. We only want to get these, the epic power expansives and damage increases, or the common res and things like that. You don't really want to grab any of the single upgrades for your skills. You want to grab the ones that will affect all of them, although getting yourself like a cast frequency difference between all of the skills could be quite funny, because then the spins aren't all at the same time, and it just becomes quite a funny little mess from there. So you could do that if you wanted to, but I just prefer everything being at the same time. It's just a lot easier to keep track of what is going on with my skills. So, but that's all personal preference, at least. Alright, 4 out of 10 bosses killed. Let's just keep adding more and more damage. The reason I didn't do this on High Curse is I don't believe that Shadow Grasp is a very strong skill. You will notice that a lot of people when playing the game don't actually use Shadow Grasps in their builds, and that is because it does usually have a very low area of effect to start off with, so we do have to invest a lot of area of effect into the skill to get it to do what it is currently doing, and then even after that its damage isn't that high. So you don't really want to be taking it over some of the other skills that you could get instead. Alright, there's another Doom to Dazed, so that's going to be pretty good. We've already got a Combustion, we don't need more. So we're just going to add even more area of effect because, well, why not? Alright, you can see already both bosses pretty much instantly dead. But no, nothing really to write home about anyway. I'm sure we could go land up doing that on Zero Curse with absolutely any skill right now. Just thought it would be very fun. He does swing his sword like he is a little tornado, and we've only got 2 more bosses to go, well 4 more in this case because it's a double boss fight, and here comes the next set of bosses. There we go. Let's see how quickly we can kill them. I don't know, is their life, I wonder what their life's ticking down from. I wonder if it's just the burn and the other damages that's, you know, ticking them, because the skill here doesn't actually deal direct damage. It only deals the curse damage. And then curse actually also explodes. So when you kill an enemy with the curse damage, 50% of the total damage is dealt in a small area around the target. I wonder if that small area around the target is actually increased when you do increase your area of effect for the skill. So that's very interesting to, you know, think about. Does it actually work that way? I don't actually think so. But that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did actually playing it. And like I said before, the enemy body mass does increase way too much to carry on with it to get that good feeling that you do from the build. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.